So, my dear elegant ladies, welcome to today's exclusive and unique style training. So, in today's workshop, I'm going to reveal some style truths that they don't want you to know. And ladies, there is a reason to why you have a closet full of clothes, but you feel like you have nothing to wear. And I want to help you with this. I want you to fix this after today's workshop. And we're gonna dive into what you can do to fix that. But before we go into those details, let me first introduce myself, because we always have a few new ladies with us, and I need to tell you that I am Anna Bay, and I am the educator in the space of classic fashion, of modern elegance, but also personal development. And I have accumulated this large online following over the years, where wow, millions of women at this point have taken part of my content, but also many have joined my online school where I coach women to become the best version of themselves. And one of the things that I'm specialized in teaching is actually style, as I am a certified image consultant and color consultant, and I was trained in London on this. So now I'm making this knowledge accessible for women internationally online. However, before that, I actually had to educate myself on fashion and style. And I went through a decade of my own personal trial and errors, where I really tried to figure out myself, my style, and literally just trying to improve myself and the way I dressed. So if we look at my style, it has gone through a massive transformation, because I used to be the plain Jane. I used to be the one with average appearance who always felt invisible wherever she went. And I used to be incredibly fascinated by women, you know, those women who always look so incredibly well put together and sophisticated. And, you know, I used to always feel like such a, gray mouse compared to these women. So it kind of inspired me to try and crack the formula. What is it that they do that make them look that amazing? And guess what? I did crack the formula. And thanks to that, thanks to me realizing what the formula was, I developed a system for myself, which I call the X-ray vision. And this is actually something that I'm teaching in my style and fashion course. And this X-ray vision, it is actually something that I use myself still today. And it has become this kind of rinse and repeat system that I apply to look my best, but to also understand what I should be wearing and how I can kind of recreate styles. You know, if I find something inspirational of someone wearing something nice, I know how to put something together, make it look really good on myself, something similar. And you know that the reason to why I wanted to organize today's workshop is because I was seeing how many of you ladies, you keep telling me that you are frustrated with styling yourself because you're not always understanding. Is this garment elegant? Does it work for me or does it not? And maybe you're also feeling quite overwhelmed and confused by not having that clarity, knowing exactly how to make yourself look your best. And this is actually the reason to why I wanted to create today's workshop, to explain to you once and for all why we have these problems and how we can fix them. But please know, ladies, regardless of where you are at your style journey right now, whether you care or don't care about styling, I think we all kind of know deep down how important it is for us women to look our best. And it's important, from the perspective, because when we feel we step into our element of, dressing well, being put together, it really raises our energy in a positive way. It boosts us with confidence, and it really makes us feel like we're on top of this world. And I'm sure you have at some point, put on this really killer outfit where you feel like, you know what, in this outfit, I feel like I'm gonna conquer this world as I walk through the day. And ladies, that's how I want you to feel every single day, because it's such a strong sense of empowerment that we can get from just clothes Like, it's such a shame not to utilize this tool in our everyday life. And then we also have the kind of other aspect and the brutal, honest truth, and that is, well, the better your personal brand is, the better opportunities are going to come your way. And you can love this fact or you can hate this fact, but unfortunately, we're never really going to be able to escape this fact because of how humans are wired on a psychological, subconscious level, because we are wired to read people and communicate with each other non-verbally. So the better you dress, the better people are going to treat you subconsciously. So if you look well put together and appropriate, I mean, let's be honest, people are going to perceive you as more trustworthy. They're going to perceive you as more professional, attractive, or even perhaps interesting. And that's going to lead you, ladies, to be able to advance at work, get promoted, get hired. You might be able to attract a better partner or like a high-value partner and become more successful in your dating scene. Or you might end up feeling so confident, in your new attire so that you can navigate any social circles and feel like you fit in regardless of where you go. And you're able to attract new people in your life in such way, and you may be even able to now mingle with like really high-level people. And you know that I saw this transformation happen in my own life, because when I actually did my style transformation properly and I improved my personal brand, well, guess what happened? I met my husband, my career began taking off, I felt more confident than ever. And of course, many other things than just that. But I want you to know that it's very important that we look our best. Not from a superficial perspective, but because it ties into so many areas of our lives, especially if we want to progress, if we have ambitions, we want to become the best version of ourselves and excel. But you know that in today's climate, I kind of feel like, the odds are a little bit against us though. And if we just start with the mere fact that in the last, I would say, 7 years, maybe even more, we have been fed with some really difficult mainstream fashion trends. And especially for us who like classic fashion, what has now been considered trendy is everything but classic and elegant, okay? Instead, we've had trends that are sporty, trends that are masculine, sexualized trends, and then trends that are just so casual. I would say they're just too casual for what should be considered appropriate. So as a result, classic styles have been considered frumpy for the last decade, I would say. And even feminine styles, they have been, considered anti-feminist and truly frowned upon. And then, proper elegant styles have been considered, boring or stuck up or overdressed. I mean, ladies, I'm sure you have received a few comments such as, "Oh, why are you so dressed up?" Yes, ladies, this is a nightmare. And in particular, it's a nightmare when we go shopping, because I really feel your pain when I go shopping, because when I go out there and I see what's in store, I actually always think to myself, you know what? No wonder that women have such a hard time these days when they go shopping, because if they have to wade through these heaps of garbage before they can find their gems, no wonder nobody can get their style right. And I also kind of feel bad in a way because, I've been lucky. I wouldn't describe that as lucky, but I've been lucky in the sense that I have educated myself on style. And now I also have some experience under my belt. So I know how to kind of wade through all of that garbage and how to find my gems, because I know what to look for, and I know what's just kind of trying to grab my attention and just take me to the wrong place, a place that is not suitable for me. And then I also know what I need and what I don't need, and then I know what I want. But the problem is that the average population are not there. And majority of you ladies are probably not there either. And I really want us to fix this, because you need the right artillery for when you go shopping, because I don't know, how else are you going to stay sane in the shopping process these days? I don't know. And additionally, actually, stores and brands, I think that they actually want you to buy into these stupid trends. And guess why? Well, because they know that these trends are so temporary. So as soon as they are over, done and dusted, you're going to be back in their stores again, spending your money, buying into some new trend, aka garbage, by the way, and it makes them more money. So classic styles, unfortunately, are not the same type of cash cow as trends are. And that is because you hold on to these classic garments for years and years, and you don't go into the store all the time to always buy, the latest this, the latest that. And I really find it sad to see how our mainstream fashion industry is just ruled by money and greed. Now, by all means, ladies, I want you just to know that I am not against fashion trends, by the way. I think that if that's something that somebody likes, why not wearing it? As long as you wear it sustainably, as long as you respect your surroundings, but also as long as you respect yourself. I mean, we have so many classy and elegant ladies who are able to pull off wearing trends incredibly well. And I don't think it's actually the trend itself that's the problem. I really think that it's more how we are being pushed into these trends and why. But also how some trends are just so inappropriate in terms of elegance and also sustainability, and not really curated for us to look our best, in my personal opinion. But you know what's interesting though, is that I do think that we also need to stop for a second and talk a little bit about how the mainstream society views elegant and feminine clothing today. Is it even true? The statement that classic fashion is frumpy. I mean, is it true that elegance is boring and stuck up? And is it true that femininity is anti-feminist? Well, first things first, ladies, the conversation about classic fashion being frumpy, to me, it feels incredibly exaggerated. I mean, sure thing. Classic fashion will look frumpy if you compare it to trends where women are practically naked or wear their underwear or body parts on display. And I think that we have become a little bit blind to how sexualized women's fashion have become today, by the way. I mean, I am 30 plus years old, and never have I seen in my entire lifetime so much naked fashion like today, so much sexy clothing. It's like I wonder sometimes, is this a fashion trend? Or am I in the sex shop right now? What's going on? I'm just confused. So I do get puzzled when I hear the comment, oh, classic fashion looks so frumpy. Well, you know what? Yeah, of course you think it looks frumpy when we live in times when everyone is half naked. The jeans, hot pants, and the crop top is literally the most common outfit that some young women wear today. Anyway, ladies, we also have an issue where women feel kind of concerned that the elegant style makes them feel overdressed, okay? Wherever they go, and actually people are even perhaps pointing it out to them, asking them, why are you so done up? We're only going to XYZ. Compared to today's kind of slacker trends where, hoodies and leggings and running shoes, that is what people can be seen wearing, to fancy restaurant these days. And you're probably going to be overdressed when you compare yourself to that norm, right? Because the current climate of society is just a bit too much laid back, at least for my personal taste. The thing is that you are not overdressed when you dress elegantly. It's just the casual people who think that you are. But that is because their style is so different to yours. I would say, just wear your own style with pride, and that's it. Maybe an unpopular opinion today, but I'm really curious to know what you ladies think on this. So for this reason, ladies, don't feel strange if you dress elegantly. Don't feel like you are the one that is weird because you are dressed up. It's actually not you who is doing something weird. It's them who are dressed down. So the question can actually be reversed. And if someone asks you, why are you so dressed up? You can always answer them, but why are you so dressed down? We're going to XYZ after all. And of course, ladies, don't say it like being on your high horse. Say it with a smile, just to make a point. And the point of my story, though, is that if you want to have an elegant and classic style, you have to be aware that in today's society, you are going to be dressed up everywhere you go. But you know what? Who cares? Enjoy wearing your elegant clothes and enjoy being the best dressed person in the room and the one who actually pays attention to etiquette. Yes, at least you're making an effort, honoring the space, honoring the people and also honoring yourself. And there is nothing wrong or bad with doing so. So these were just some examples of common, elegant kind of myths that I'm sure many of you are dealing with or have come across so far somehow. So if we go back to kind of the technical aspect of looking the best in your clothes, then we really need to speak about something that has puzzled me in the shopping process. Why are stores and brands not being more helpful in the styling process? Because majority of their clients are not professional stylists. They don't know exactly how to dress well, and they find everything to be quite difficult. So as an example, when we visit a store in person, I find sometimes, it's almost pointless to ask the sales assistant these days to try and help you with styling and find the best garments for you, because she's gonna, number one, love absolutely everything that you try on. And she's gonna tell you, oh, madam, this looks amazing on you. Wow. And by the way, I know that we have sales assistants that absolutely are not like that. Shout out to you. You are a small group of honest sales assistants who are really there to help and assist with styling, but unfortunately you are a minority and we need more of you. But the truth is that most sales assistants are not going to be honest with you, because they're going to just try and sell and sell and sell a bunch of things to you, so that it's not really about what makes you look your best. It's really about the sales process. So that's a little bit disappointing. And it's also sad because, majority of us, we need that help with styling. But then we also have the online shopping part, which I know many of you absolutely hate online shopping, because it does take me to a very important point. How come almost no online stores try to be more helpful with their customers to buy garments that are actually suitable for their customers? Why are they not being more helpful finding styles suitable, as an example, for the customer's personality? Or even suitable for the customer's color complexion, or the customer's body shape and proportions? Let me think. Yes, because they don't care if you look good in what you wear, ladies. Again, they just want to sell to you. And the more garbage they can sell to you, the better. It's great for them. Actually, you know what? It's even better if you buy things that you don't end up wearing, because that means that you're gonna always come back because you need something new, as whatever you bought last time, that didn't really work out. And now you're gonna blame it all on yourself, of course, because most likely you're not gonna blame it on them. I'm sure of that. And ladies, remember also what I said, that trends, for them, it's more feasible to sell you all these trends and things. So if you buy garbage that you anyway gonna get bored of or hate in 1 month, you're gonna be needing more and more garbage, and it's like this never-ending vicious cycle. So I find that most stores are not helpful. They are not supporting us on this journey of looking our best, of helping us understand styling. And I find it to be a shame because it should be in their best interest to do so. But you know also what's interesting, because as we kind of speak in terms of money, is that I've noticed that many brands are not really holding back lately in terms of putting up their prices. I went shopping and I was a little bit shocked when I saw how much the prices had gone up. Like, I love buying my mid-range brands. So usually, oftentimes, what I think, for me at least, can be sometimes an affordable dress, maybe cost around £200 for a dress. But then now I'm seeing, okay, well, all these £200 dresses that I'm used to buying are now costing £300 for a dress. The discussion to why prices have gone up has, of course, to do probably with the pandemic and probably environmental reasons as well, and political reasons. And then you also have the inflation happening in some countries. But the problem is that most salaries have not gone up, at least not in such high percentage as the costs have gone up. So for this reason, us ladies, like, we need to be more than ever before, we need to be so mindful these days of how we spend our money. And you know what's also kind of scary in this context is I have come across articles and research that show, guess what? You and me, or the average, population, talking now females, only wears 20% of their entire wardrobe on average. So that's about 80% of our entire wardrobe is literally just hanging there. But we have still spent a lot of money on these items. I mean, can you believe it? 20%. So we're using only 20% of our closet. How can we be wasting our money in such a way? I mean, we need to fix this ASAP, I'm telling you, ladies. And this is why we cannot afford just, spend money on garbage like this. Especially garbage that's just going to be hanging in your wardrobe. And, we can't spend on things that don't work for us. And we can't afford purchasing the wrong items anymore. Times have changed, ladies, and we have to improve this number. We can't just let 80% hang there in our wardrobe just like that. And we have to stop buying these things that we don't wear. It's like a disease almost. So I really believe that we have to start buying with more clarity, and we have to now buy kind of with the right intention, more so than ever before, because of this reason and because of everything that's going on in our society. So no more shopping on impulse, ladies, and no more thinking that, I can just wing it. I know kind of what I need. And then you go shopping and then, wow, turns out, again, you're buying something that you're not going to wear. So believe it or not, I actually spend far less on my clothes than you would think that I do. I mean, yes, okay, I do have some designer items. I do buy those items sometimes, but majority of the times I buy mid-range brands. But I love to buy mid-range brands that I can get as a bargain. So I really try to find my budget bargains, basically. It kind of became a little bit as a sport for me, and it really does start as this, a bit like a hobby for me, okay? After I educated myself properly on style. Because I kind of, with my own thinking, started adding 1 + 1 together in terms of, okay, what works and what doesn't? And how does it work to actually find those hidden gems? Because there is a strategy for that works. You just need to find out about it. It's not just something that really happens by pure luck, but it's actually not that hard to implement once you know how it works. And truly everyone can learn this, by the way. So I actually want to show you some pictures. Pictures of my own outfits, okay? So here we have the first picture. So I'm having breakfast at Four Seasons Hotel, and this is a 5-star hotel in Florence. And I'm wearing this, really simple but very good quality linen dress. And it didn't cost me a lot of money. This dress cost me only 99 euros. And for me, it's a bargain price because of the quality that I got. And I'm really sad that you actually can't see this dress in real life because it is so underpriced. And actually a little style hack I'm gonna tell you, because it has these kind of textile covered buttons, that raises the expensive look of this linen dress versus if it was just like some really cheap plastic buttons. So that's a little hack, by the way. Now the second picture. So here I'm in Venice and I'm doing some sightseeing, and actually here we have another 99 euro dress, but actually the quality of this dress, it can literally surpass the 1,000 euro mark. I mean, I have seen dresses very similar to this cost more than 1,000 euros. And this dress was a big hit because, first of all, the cut of it is incredibly elegant, very simplistic, but the dress is made out of very kind of good quality cotton, but like it's a cotton mix actually. So the material or the shape of the dress, it really holds its shape, because sometimes like fast fashion cotton material, they can really look flimsy, they can even be a little bit kind of see-through, or even, I don't know, have a bit of a rough touch to it. But this one, it had this really silky and smooth and kind of sturdy feel, making the dress hold well her shape, and the price for this type of dress was such a steal. I love this dress so much. And then we have the other picture. Okay, my last picture for today. So now I wanted to show you, which is kind of crazy, how you can look expensive in a gown. And this one I wore for one of my photo shoots. And by the way, gowns usually cost at least a couple of thousands, even higher sometimes. You know, it can cost like 10,000 if you want that. But here I was able to grab a bargain of a gown that literally cost as much as a premium item at Zara would cost. This one cost 168 euros. I mean, how is that even possible? The question is, why was I able to find these items at such low cost, and why? I know now some things that I believe are really important to know as a woman, especially if you want to look your best. Because I know all the technicalities of what works for my unique body and what doesn't. And I also know now what styles I should be looking for when I go shopping and what styles to avoid. And then I also know, of course, my own style. I shop only where I see that, okay, my style is represented here, and then I just avoid the rest. Then we have the other part where I know what I need, okay? And I have stopped fooling myself thinking that I need kind of other things than what I need. So that's like a little bit abstract way of looking at things, but that's so important when you build your wardrobe. But then we have maybe one of the most important things when you actually scout for items on a budget is that you need to be very clear on what details to look for when you are inspecting a garment, because there are certain details that are going to tell when a garment looks cheap and when a garment looks expensive. So I always check the fabric, I always check the color, and I always check the buttons, the stitching, up close, ladies. Very important. So I overall check the construction and also the fit before I buy something, okay? And if these things, if they, check my boxes for looking expensive, then they are Anna Bay approved. And then I go and buy them. Believe it or not, although the fashion industry, there's pluses and minuses with it today. So it's not all just horrible and bad. There's actually a good thing out there for us ladies. And that is that because the kind of fashion industry or there are so many brands out there, right? It's a massive market out there. And you have a lot of brands that are actually hidden gems out there. Because fashion today is incredibly competitive these days. And that actually it benefits you and me, the fact that it is that competitive, because more and more brands, they are now competing on price. So even, brands that have quality items, they are kind of lowering their prices so that we are able to find that sweet spot where you and me are able to find kind of those hidden gems and score massive bargains, because we are able to discover these brands who are not like too expensive, but the quality is really high, because they have to compete on price, so they kind of make it work somehow for them, and for us we feel like we get loads of value for the price. And that's what you should be looking for. Like that is the sport that I'm a bit addicted to find those brands and buy those what I call hidden gems. And I am actually going to reveal this shopping strategy in great detail. And I want you to learn it step by step on how I do it. So this is something that I'm going to be teaching in my brand new course, because I have created a course just on fashion and style. But we have a few more things to uncover in today's workshop. I will be talking about my course a little bit later, so definitely tune in for that. But I want to actually talk to you about a thing right now, and I'm sure you have felt this, because with the rise of social media, and we have so much inspiration of cute looks on social media these days. We are literally bombarded and surrounded by beautiful women wearing these amazing outfits, and women also showcasing maybe clever ideas of how to put outfits together and so and so. But then when we go and we try this ourselves at home, we're like, something is missing. What's wrong? Why is this not working? And that's the thing, ladies. It's probably not working because you might have a completely different style or personality to this person who is, I don't know, recreating some outfit. Or you might have a completely different body shape or proportions or scale than that person. And maybe, this person, maybe the person is some, petite rectangle with low rise and long torso. And then you have you're this tall, let's say, I don't know, inverted triangle with high rise and short torso. No wonder you can't make it work for yourself. And by the way, if you are very confused right now with what I just said, and you might think, okay, this sounds like she's talking gibberish, literally. I'm actually speaking in technical styling language. And this language, it is important to know. But anyone can learn it, and it's actually not that complicated, but it's so important. But does this mean now, ladies, that you cannot follow your favorite influences anymore? And that you, I don't know, that you have to only follow influencers that look like you and dress kind of like you or live like you? No, and that's not the point. You can follow me if you want, but you look completely different to me. That's not the problem here. The problem is that I think you should take inspiration from as many different people as possible, because it just broadens your range of inspiration and you get greater perspective in developing your own style. But you need to know all the technicalities of fashion styling, because only then will you be able to actually just go on Pinterest, grab whatever picture you like, find that look and just recreate it and apply it on you by making certain small amendments that are necessary for it to look good on you. And that's, ladies, how you are able to be influenced by people and make it work on you, because you always need to just tweak a few bits and bobs, but you need to know what you are tweaking. So, and another thing also is that this topic of fashion is so incredibly popular everywhere. YouTube, magazines, social media, you name it. It's truly a mainstream topic. But still, many of us feel that, okay, I think I know fashion. I think I know what looks good. I think I kind of have a hang of it. And it's true, we kind of know styling, to some degree. But why is it that even though we know so much about fashion as a collective, why do we still know so little? And when I say that, I mean, why do we still not know enough to just go out there and look through all this garbage that's presented to us in store and instantly be able to find our hidden gems and instantly be able to look amazing with whatever we find and whatever we put on. Why is it still not that easy? It's because, ladies, your knowledge, it's not technical enough. We oftentimes don't have the proper technical education on style, because we might be fed with mainstream media, we might be fed with fashion tips, with cute pictures, and we might watch, a few YouTube videos with technicalities. But you might be thinking that, oh yeah, I know style now, I know fashion, I know now how to style myself because I watched a few YouTube videos. But as a YouTuber myself, ladies, trust me when I say that there is a big difference between watching a YouTube video on fashion and style and then actually educating yourself properly on the subject. It's a massive difference. You have to go through a certain syllabus and system to understand the technicalities and science behind what looks good and what doesn't, what works and what doesn't, because there's kind of almost like scientific reasons to what works and what doesn't. And I'm saying this also based on my own content, like a video on YouTube that teaches you about how to dress for your body shape or how to look expensive in summer. It's not going to teach you what you must wear to look your best, okay? This type of content is going to give you some really fun ideas on what to wear and maybe, even fix some minor issues in your styling, but it's not going to teach you how to think like a stylist or how to dress yourself like a pro. And you also need to understand that YouTube is primarily an entertainment platform. It's a place where creators, they create short, snappy videos. And that's why I really cherish my online course platform so much, because in there I can really go deep on subjects that really need and deserve a deep dive. YouTube is just not suitable for that. And style is a topic that needs proper education and it needs a deep dive, because there are just so many technicalities that must be presented in a specific order so that it makes sense. And you know that anyone can learn this and anyone can become a stylish woman. This is not something we're born with. No. Style is something that we learn and usually comes by educating yourself. So for this reason, ladies, I decided that I wanted to create my first ever course on style and fashion so that you can become your own stylist and so that you know how to evaluate garments like a pro, but also to do it exactly like I do it, because I have a special technique that I use. And I actually want to share that technique with you, ladies, because I really want to help you succeed on this chapter of personal style. And I also want you to stop wasting your money on clothes that anyway not going to work for you or you're not going to wear them. So after my image consulting training that I did years ago, I actually went back to the drawing board and I wanted to develop a few concepts of how we can utilize styling and how we can simplify styling to really make sure we can get it right every single time. And I also had kind of the elegant and the feminine style in particular in mind, because when I developed this process, I knew that many of us, we don't want to buy into all of these trends. We need some additional support that is more surrounded around classic fashion, but unfortunately there isn't much information like this available for us online because of the times that we're in today. So I have developed this formula called the SPICE strategy that you can actually apply every time you evaluate a garment. So every time you want to ask yourself the question, should I wear this? Should I not wear this? Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Does this work on me? Or does this not work on me? Do I look elegant in this? Or do I not look elegant in this? So the SPICE strategy is a format that is actually going to make all of you ladies know how to evaluate the garment by following a formula that works. And you don't need more than this, ladies, because I don't want you to complicate things beyond this. All you need is to apply this SPY strategy method when you evaluate your garments, and then you're just good to go. Okay, I think I'm already spilling a lot of secrets to you, but I really wanted to share it with you for the first time here in this workshop, because I've been working on this for quite some time. So yes, I'm releasing this brand new online course, ladies, that is fully focused on fashion styling only. And the course is called the Elegant Stylist. And the goal is for you to become your own stylist. And we're utilizing this trademark system that I have called the SPICE strategy in this course, as this is kind of a method that I have developed for learning this strategy, but also implementing it on all the garments that you already own and to the garments that you're gonna buy in the future. And this is a complete game changer for finding your style and knowing how to evaluate garments. Because ladies, this is far beyond any YouTube video, any books out there, because I have been perfecting this course since 2019 after my image consultant training, because that's when I started developing the SPY strategy. And now I'm so happy to say that it's ready and it's here to be implemented every time you go shopping, every time you dress yourself, and every time you evaluate a garment, if it's suitable for you or not. So let me introduce to you the Elegant Stylist in great detail, because it is a 5-week training program of pre-recorded videos, of kind of pre-recorded video lessons that you can take in your own pace and time. Each week we have a training, and it's dedicated to one specific part of the SPY strategy. So by week 5, the goal is for you to be able to implement the SPY strategy literally in your sleep. Yes, I'm serious. That's how well we're going to study it, because any strategy consists of a specific ritual, in my opinion. So the 5-week intensive of learning SPY strategy is actually going to teach you this, but the reason why I didn't call the course the SPY strategy course is because I wanted to add more tools to the course than just my lovely SPY strategy. But I wanted to add some additional juicy trainings that will really tie everything together for you, so that you can become your own master stylist and really start evaluating garments like a pro and not need to rely on other people's opinions. So I really want to teach you kind of the stylist way of assessing garments. I want to give you the formula, of thinking, not just provide you with styling tips and tell you what's elegant and what's not. I really want to take your styling skills to the next level, ladies, so that you can really start wearing your entire wardrobe, but also so that you stop wasting your money on clothes that are not making you look your best. So how does it work to join, and what do you get? So you can join via the link elegantstylist.me, elegantstylist.me. So you get the SPY strategy 5-week intensive training that's going to make you become your own stylist, and you will be able to value garments like a pro with my trademarked system. You're going to learn things such as finding your own style and stop making the most common and brutal mistakes, which is the reason to why, ladies, you have a closet full of clothes, but you're probably only wearing 20% of it. And we're going to stop that, by the way, in this course. And you're also going to learn how to spend smart, because as you can see with my example, I don't buy only designer items to look expensive. I actually, majority of the time, only shop in stores where I can find bargains. I'm also going to teach you how to look at pricing accurately. What's actually worth it price-wise, and what's not worth spending your hard-earned money on. Where you are being fooled, ladies, in the shopping department, we need to uncover that, and where you are making investment purchases. Then we're also gonna look into a deep dive into the details of garments, because one of the main things that I do is to inspect the garments in details. I will be X-raying pieces with my strict eyes and evaluate the garment. Is the garment worth its price or is it not? Should I buy it or should I not? And you're going to learn all the details that I evaluate, and you're going to know exactly what to look for and what to be aware of. So again, ladies, the SPY strategy is here for you to be able to know these things even in your sleep. You're going to learn this inside out. And you're never going to look at clothes the same way after this training. And the part of the strategy is to also become an expert with your own body. And there's more to our body than just the 5 body shapes that I'm sure you all are familiar with. And we have spoken about that on my YouTube channel already, but I'm not going to overcomplicate things for you, but I'm definitely going to give you some more perspectives than just body shapes, because ladies, the truth is, you need to know exactly how to dress for your body proportions as well, for your scale, among other things. And you also need to know how to properly work with clothing lines, because there are certain clothing lines that you shouldn't be wearing. I mean, did you know that? And then there are some that's going to make you look amazing, and some that are going to make you look worse. So you need to understand these things. You need to know how you can work with your own body so that you can create the most flattering silhouette with the shape of your clothes. And then we're gonna do some silhouette shaping in this course. We're also going to look at how we can work with optical illusions, ladies, because that's fully normal in the styling process, and that's what all the professional stylists do. Because we have parts of us that are maybe symmetrical or asymmetrical, and sometimes we need to add a little bit of enhancement to make things look a little bit more balanced and proportional. And learning the skills of optical illusion styling will make you look your best. So in the last week of this training, we're going to go deep on exactly that. How do we do energetic styling? How do we make ourselves look more exciting, more feminine, more confident, more young, and so on? And ladies, that's just the 5-week intensive. Then on week 5, you're going to get so many bonuses because, wow, I want you to be ready to take off after this course and really go on to the shopping floor or even just into your own wardrobe and be able to kickstart the new Elegant Stylist you, and you will be equipped with the best tools ever. And all of them are actually NAB approved. So I can't leave you ladies before you get your hands on my secret budget shopping strategy formula that I've been telling you about. Basically, you have heard me speak about this secret method that I use myself. You know, I use it in my everyday life or in my shopping life today, so that I'm able to find these amazing bargains that cost the same as Zara clothes, pretty much. Maybe a little bit more, but in that price category. However, they are in such better quality than fast fashion stores. Then you're also going to get bonuses related to understanding what colors you should be wearing, and you're going to get color palettes. You're also going to get various mood boards so that you can really visualize styles and get some inspiration of what to wear for your own unique personal style. Now, last but not least, I can't leave my Elegant Stylist behind, my students, without giving them some indication of what items they should be focusing on buying now to complete their elegant and feminine style. So I'm going to give you a wonderful Elegant Capsule Collection checklist that will make it easy to understand what items you need. But guess what? That's not everything, because I've actually added a last-minute bonus just for you ladies who are here with me right now. And this bonus, I think you're gonna love this bonus, because I've actually created a massive bonus, a much bigger document with hundreds and hundreds of links of what items you should buy. But please note, this is a time-sensitive bonus. This bonus is never ever going to be offered again besides this week, and you're going to be able to just go out on week 5 and purchase these items online. And even if you don't end up buying anything of these items, let's say you have limited finances at this stage, this guide is still going to help you tremendously to understand, my online shopping strategy, how I evaluate garments and which ones make it to the Anna Bay approved list and which don't. So ladies, don't miss out on this amazing bonus. It will expire, so it's only available for you right here, right now. Don't miss out on this opportunity. So, having said all this, what is the cost of the Elegant Stylist course? And when adding all of the true costs together, as an example, the image consulting training that I took together with the color training, that cost me well over £5,000. So let's not mention, this decade as well, where I had all these trial and errors figuring out fashion, trying to crack the formula of well-dressed women and figuring things out. And I learned it I was self-taught in that department. So that is in a way priceless because I made quite a lot of mistakes, and now you don't have to do the same mistakes. You don't have to do those experiments on yourself to see what works and what doesn't. I unfortunately have to make those mistakes. And I ended up missing out on many opportunities in my life as a result because I made mistakes, I didn't present myself in the right way, I lacked style, and fast forward all these years later when I have this knowledge and I know, okay, I should have done it this way. I know I would have gotten so many better opportunities, and it's kind of sad actually that this is these are opportunities that I'm never going to be able to get back. These are years that were lost. So I can't even put a price on this fact, ladies, for what that is worth or has been worth, because that is absolutely priceless. And I really don't want you to make this mistake. I don't want you to figure this out by yourself, okay? So adding all of the individual module costs on top of everything, ladies, this course truly, its value is well over $20,000 because we're adding also all the course fees that I have spent over the years. But I'm not going to charge you $20,000 because I really want you to have this course, accessible for you and to as many of you as possible. And usually though, I would charge around $1,997 for this course, but this time I'm actually going to undercharge heavily because this is the first time that I'm releasing this program. And I really want to give you a special price that will actually only be available for this really short time that this course is now available. So I'm going to give you a massive discount. Ladies, today this course is going to be reduced 75%, meaning that you're going to get the Elegant Stylist and all the bonuses for only $497 US. Yes, you heard me right. This price is this low because this is a special occasion offer. It's a one-time fee only, but you still get lifetime access. Those ladies who wish to do a two-pay would be charged, however, 2 payments of $297 twice, okay? And there will be 2 weeks in between those 2 payments. So you can do a one pay of $497 US, or you have an option of doing a 2 pay of $297 US, so you do that twice. So if you want to join me, ladies, we are starting on Monday. Go to theelegantstylist.me. But I'm going to quickly just answer a few questions before we end today's workshop, because I know that for some of you ladies, this investment probably is significant, and I would never want you to spend money that you don't have. But if you are still buying items that are not working out for you, the amount that you're wasting on all these items that you're purchasing because you haven't educated yourself properly on style, it's going to exceed far beyond of what the course cost. And wouldn't you rather just kind of once and for all sort out your styling knowledge and just learn it properly? And then, you're going to have it with you for the rest of your life. And now you're actually going to be wearing your entire wardrobe. So I personally think it has been definitely an investment for me. I'm speaking from experience because yes, I have invested in my education and it did give me a massive return in how I look and in my style, and of course, a lot in my confidence too. Now, next question. Can I think about it? So for sure, I might do this course, the enrollment, I might open it up another time in the future. But just so that you know, ladies, I am only accepting women to join my program only until Friday, May 13th, 2022. So you only have a few days to join. And after that, ladies, I really don't know when I will open up the doors again to this course, because I think you know by now that I don't really have my courses open all the time, and actually they're not often open at all. If you want to enroll, I really believe you should secure your spot right now, because you're actually going to have lifetime access to this course. So let's say you can't take it right now. Let's say when it starts on Monday, you're too busy to join, but you know, at least you have the access and you can take this course at your own pace and time, and take it whenever your time permits. But at least you have the access, and the access is not going to disappear. The next question is about, can't I just Google all of this? There's so much information on style available online anyway. So I kind of feel like we have already touched upon this, because there's one thing that you have to understand, and that is, of course, yes, ladies, you can Google absolutely everything these days. But the problem with Google is that you're going to get a lot of results. You're going to have results that are actually going to be contradictory to each other, because there's nobody in Google headquarters who sits there and fact checks everything that Google puts out. So there's a lot of misleading information out there, and there's a lot of false information too. So there's a reason to why you actually should be getting proper education, not from Google, but in traditional schools with traditional courses, etc., etc. Because Google is a little bit of a wild, wild west in terms of information. So yes, you have to consider that. Plus, you cannot Google, unfortunately, all the kind of Anna Bay analysis, all the strategies that I have developed, that I have analyzed and really, thought through when I went back to the drawing board. These are the things that I have curated myself based on my own experience, based on how I see things, based on the things that I have learned. So I have spent hours and hours, developing some trademark systems so that the learning process of styling just makes so much more sense to you than ever before. And I really want these skills to stick with you now. All right, next question. If I have already taken one of your courses, 7-Step Formula to High Society or Secrets of the Elite Woman, because you talk about style and wardrobe in both of these courses, is this course just kind of those modules, but now you have repackaged them and selling them as the Elegant Stylist? Okay, so any of my previous students needs to know that the answer is no to that question, because the Elegant Stylist is a completely different and brand new course and has nothing in common with my previous courses that I've made. Because first things first, this course is entirely focused on your unique personal style and building and developing that style. So it's also very much focused on the SPY strategy and how to properly evaluate garments, but also kind of how to find those hidden gems. And, I haven't taught any of this anywhere before, neither in my courses, my master classes, or I haven't taught it on my YouTube either. So the Elegant Style goes deep on the subject of style, okay? Versus my previous courses, they were kind of only like touching the surface of the stylist, or kind of the styling part. So that is the difference, big difference, I would say. What if I'm not interested in elegant clothing per se? Can I still take this course? Of course you can, ladies, because this course is not only tied to elegance and femininity. Of course you're going to be learning a lot of that too, but actually you're going to be learning very much of a universal way of thinking and looking at fashion and using styling as a proper, professional stylist would do. So using the spice strategy, you can do that literally on any style. So you don't have to have like an elegant style persona or anything like that to make the spice strategy work for you. How long is this course, and what if I don't have much time right now? So this course is really compact. It's I wanted to make this course really straight to the point and cut out any unnecessary fluff. So the good thing is also that you can take this course in your own time, so you really don't have to rush through any parts, because if you don't have a lot of time right now, this course is still going to be there for when you have a little bit more time, or you can simply just take as much time as you want and take it step by step. Will this course work for my body type? What if I'm plus size or petite? What if I gain or lose weight, or I change my style after I have done the course? So this is what's so important to know, is that this course, it's actually exactly for everyone to understand how to work with whatever body type you have, or whatever body proportion you have, or whatever scale you're at. So it doesn't matter at all if you're tall, petite, plus size. It doesn't matter if you have any special characteristics about your body shape that maybe you're concerned about. It doesn't matter if you change your body, as an example, if you lose weight or gain weight, because you're gonna learn how to dress for whatever body shape and size once and for all. And even if your body changes in the process, actually that's really good, because you're gonna have the knowledge of how to dress for your new body. Otherwise you will have to be kind of figuring that out by yourself, and believe me, you don't want to do that, because that's complicated. Now, last question. Do I need to spend a lot of money on clothes in order to follow the course? The answer is no. You don't have to now go out and buy a lot of new clothes. You can actually just work with whatever you currently have. So that is not needed at all, ladies. What is great about this course is that you will actually be able to just step into your own wardrobe, walk into it and rediscover your wardrobe, get to know it from a different perspective, and you're gonna find out how many exciting clothes you actually have that you can work with. So no, you don't have to go now and buy new clothes just because you take this course. So that is really good news, ladies, because I want you to really be able to utilize what you have, okay? You have probably a lot of great things in your wardrobe that you are not even aware of yet, so you're gonna learn about that. All right, ladies, having said all this, the doors for the Elegant Stylist 5-week intensive are now open, and we're going to be open now for 5 days until Friday. So now is the time to learn fashion and styling once and for all, ladies, so that you stop wasting your money on clothes that forever going to be hanging there in your wardrobe and never see the light of day, because unfortunately 80% of your wardrobe is currently not being used, and majority of us only use 20%. So we really need to change those stats once and for all, and that's exactly what I had in mind when I developed the spice strategy. So if you're ready to join the Elegant Stylist, ladies, we are starting on Monday, and you just go to elegantstylist.me, register. The price is only for this week, a very special discounted price. Because we're celebrating a brand new course, I'm doing a very unique pricing of this course. Usually it would cost $1,997 because it's an in-depth fashion training. But now I'm offering it to you, ladies, only for $497, including the bonuses, or if you do two-pay option of $297 paid twice. So having said all this, ladies, I really look forward to seeing you all on Monday and begin this journey of the Elegant Stylist with you. I can't wait for you to have your transformation and just change your wardrobe once and for all, and change the way you treat your clothes, you treat your shopping habits, you change your style. I can't wait to see your new style, ladies. So visit theelegantstylist.me to join me. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Bye for now.